drop tops out. Summer nights, it's a vibe, yeah. We've been keeping it in the house. Netflix and chillin', I GDMing, yeah. Didn't wanna share my love till I found someone I'm sure.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the book haul. This is part 2. Let's get into the books. Alright y'all, we're gonna quickly do this haul before y'all see her peeking through the blanket. She woke up, and normally she doesn't wake up this early, so we're going to quickly go through all of these books as quickly as possible, get this video out the way so I could take her out. So let's get into the book haul. And listen, normally I would change my fit and change it so that y'all can't tell when I'm batch filming videos, but this hat is too damn cute and I just can't. So like I said in the last video, I'm going to go ahead and link down below where I got this hat. This is her page. I actually found her scrolling on TikTok. We're mutuals on TikTok. So I wanted to support her. Pieces are really affordable, and there was a sale going on around the time that I purchased. So I got this for like 20 bucks. And I'm here for it. There's just something so bougie about this damn hat. And I'm here for it. So we have a book haul to do, so let's get into those books. The first book that I picked up, a lot of these books too are books that I wanted to complete a series. So let me actually show these 2 box sets first. So the first 2 box sets that I'm going to show are going to be books that I want to do for a video at some point in 2026. I wanted to do books that I haven't read yet that were really popular when I was a teenager and things of that nature. So the first box set that I have is actually the Hunger Games. This is the 4-book box deluxe set in hardback. You can still get these on Blackwell's. I think that's like one of the only places that you can still get them. The paperbacks are everywhere, and at first I really wanted to get the paperbacks because they were so much more affordable, and I was like, it's probably smarter just to get the paperbacks. But 2 things. One, I've always really wanted the hardbacks of these editions, and these editions are just so beautiful in the hardback edition. I just couldn't resist. And then 2, I was looking at some videos on TikTok, and somebody commented and was like, the sprayed edges on the paperbacks just looks like a confusing forest. And I just couldn't unsee it, and I was just like, yeah, I'd rather just get the editions that I want. Plus, I got these off of Mercari, and the seller that was selling these, I ended up saving like $20 on these because on Blackwell's they're like $95 for the set of these, and I think I spent like $60 or $70 with these. So I went ahead and picked this up. And then going along with the sets that I picked up for videos at some point this year is the Renegade series by Marissa Meyer. It's crazy too because I saw the first book, I think, in a Dollar Tree a long time ago. And I thought that it would be like a superhero, which it is, but I thought it was going to be too youthful for me to pick up. And so I kind of bypassed it and then regretted it ever since, especially after reading I read the Chosen series, which is a comic, and then I also read a graphic novel that had superhero themes in it as well, which was Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys. And I really enjoyed the superhero aspects in that. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and pick this one up. This one was really popular when I first started on BookTube. When I first started watching BookTube in like, I want to say like 2020, 2021, somewhere around that time. And so I was like, you know what? This would be a good series to have for the YouTube series that I'm going to be doing. A series where I'm reading different book series that were popular when I was a teenager that I never got around to reading. Hunger Games, this, Twilight, and a few others. The Bluefer series, I never got around to reading that. I just never knew that it was a thing when I was in middle school. So having these on my shelves is really exciting because now I can finally read those books. Then we have some of these, like I said, were books that I needed to finish a series. So I went ahead and picked up volume 2 of Under the Oak Tree by Suji Kim. I wanted to wait until I got both books to jump into the series, so I went ahead and picked that one up. Now, these next two are kind of like I'm a little late to the party in terms of me unboxing these. These were something that I was supposed to read during Christmas time, but I just never got around to it. So I'll be saving these for next year. I didn't go crazy with Christmas books this year as far as purchasing new ones. These were the only two that I purchased simply because I already have so many on my Christmas TBR. So I have Not in the Christmas Plan by Etta Easton and Peppermint and Poison by Alina Jacobs. Both of these two seemed really, really interesting. This one is like a murder mystery romance. And then this one is just like a standard romance. So I was like, these are cute, like, especially this one being a murder romance. I don't have any that I can think of off the top of my head. Then we have, oh no. Just realized, and I'm hoping and praying that I'm going to have to look and see if I can return this. I just realized that this is misprinted. Thank you, Amazon. There's always something with these Amazon orders. I always run into some issue. So as soon as I'm done filming this video, I am going to check to see if I can get a new copy of this. Because look at that. Like, what the hell? What the helly? This is Something Tangled and Something Tangled, Something True by Juliana Victoria. This is a Latina, I believe. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. So I went ahead and picked this one up, but I will have to unfortunately return this and try to get a new copy of it because what the hell? What the hell? Then another indie author. This one is a small town romance by M.K. Morris. This one is called Fresh by You. And she made a video on her TikTok of some of the small town romances that she has. And out of all of them, this one was like the most intriguing to me. So I went ahead and picked this one up. And then we have I believe this one is a dark romance. Yeah, I believe this one is a dark romance. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that this one is a dark romance, also by a Latina, and this one is called All Because of Me by Tatiana Machado. First of all, this book is beautiful. She's a little bit of a thick one, too, but it's an author that I've never heard of, and I didn't see too many reviews on it, so I was like, let me go ahead and pick this one up and give this one a try for myself. These next two are just next three. These next couple of books are going to be all books in series that I'm just trying to complete the series on my shelf. This one being one of them. This one is called Miles Ever After. This is the Miles High Series Club, or the Miles High Club series by T.L. Swan. I have the first four, and this one is the fifth book in the series. Then we have Detained by Luna Mason. I think 3 series by her, and I have to read this series first in order to do the others. So I was like, let me just go ahead and get this one. I have some of the other series that aren't completed yet, but I'm not in any rush to get those. This one is I believe this one is a mafia romance series. And then to complete the Hunger Games series, I got the 5th book in the Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins. I'm hoping that we eventually get this 5th book in the deluxe editions that I have so that I don't have mismatched books. I don't mind it. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's not like something like I have to have, but it would be nice to have a full deluxe set of all the 5 books that are in this series. So I went ahead and picked this one up because, like I said, I do still want to go ahead and complete the series regardless. This book is beautiful too. I didn't see any of the other books in the series in this edition either, so don't know if they're going to be doing that, but I do have this one for the time being. Then we have... I only have one other book by this author, and this one is Naima Simone's The Huntsman, and this one is a mafia romance. Then to complete this series, I went ahead and picked up Keep Me Never and Trust Me Always by Megan Brandy. Then I picked up If You Stayed by Brittany Cherry. This one is beautiful. This is one of her newer releases, and this is a standalone. And then to complete this series, I do have the first 2 books in the series, so I picked up The Gravity of Us and The Silent Waters, both by Brittany Cherry. I don't remember what the name of the series is, and I believe that these are all interconnected standalones, so it's not required for me to pick up the full series, but I'm really excited to have these on my shelf. The next couple of series that I picked up, this one was really just because I wanted the first editions of the Rosewood River series by Laura Pavlov. I read Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlov, and I loved it. Okay, I will be completing that series, and I wanted to pick up another series by her, so I went ahead and picked up these. Now, the next set of books that I got, which was not even on my radar by any means, but then I checked out the first book in the series from the library, from my local library, and then my time ran out, so I had to return the book. And so I was already planning on picking up the first book anyways, but then Target was having their sale. So I decided to go ahead and just pick up the entire series. And that is the Kings of Sin series by Anna Wong. Like I said, these weren't really on my TBR or like high up on my radar, but I probably have a vlog posted already by the time that this video is posted. So if it is, I'll go ahead and link it down below. But I was really enjoying the first book when I purchased these, and so I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead. Let me see what this is about, because some of my most trusted people on Booktok, they have said nothing but wonderful things about this series, and so I was like, you know what? They might not be wrong. So let me go ahead and pick this one up for myself. While I was shopping for other things, I came across this edition of The Marriage Narrative by Claire Can. I only have one other book by her, and this is one of her newest releases. This is the Afterlight exclusive edition of this book, and I want to say this one was like $15. So when I saw that, I was like, girl, I gotta pick this up, because this is such a stunning edition. First of all, the edges of this book is absolutely beautiful. Then we have, of course, the end papers. The end papers are beautiful. And on top of that, the hardback itself, so stinking beautiful. And because it was so cheap, it was a no-brainer for me to buy. I'm not even gonna lie. Also, while I was browsing on Pango Books and Mercari, I came across this author and I was intrigued. So then I did some research. Always, 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 always do your research. This one that I'm about to show, I bought brand new. And then the other two series I bought from someone on Pango and Mercari because they were so cheap. The Dark series by Dana Logan. Now, this one, like I said, I ended up finding this on one of those apps, and the person that had this listed had it listed for like $50. I found it on Target for $27 or $28 or something like that. Plus, they were having their sale. So this is what I mean when I say do your motherfucking research when you're looking at books. And if you find a book, because what happens super quick, what happens on Mercari and Pango, at least in my experience, is that the more you utilize the app, the more the algorithm on that app will show you books that, especially Mercari, will show you books that could be of your taste, right? And so it takes note of the things that you search for, and a lot of times it'll just show you, like a cute little book like this. I've never heard of this author before. It's a dark romance series, like period. And so it's a suspenseful dark romance series. And so they'll show you these things, and a lot of times I come across new authors, and I will do a completely separate video on this topic because I'm very passionate about helping people not fall victim to scams and spending more money on these apps than you should, especially if authors have books listed on their website, or if like major companies like Target, Amazon, Barnes, etc., have the books listed still where you can buy them brand new. But when they're listed like that, always do your research, check the major retail stores, check the authors, do a little Google search, do all of that, because a lot of times you will find them cheaper. Now, for these next two series, both of these are by the same author, and this is R.A. Smith. So this is the Halston U series. I actually found these on Pango or Mercari. They were listed for a really good price, and I didn't see very many editions of these. When I saw these, I actually absolutely had to have them. This is a hockey and ballerina hockey / dancer romance series, which I am so excited about. I've heard nothing but amazing things, and these editions are so pretty. These are prettier than the ones on Amazon. You can buy the regular Schmegler editions, and I'll put them here. They have like a deluxe regular Schmegler edition that's available on Amazon, but I like these better. And because the price was comparative, I was like, you know what? Let me just spend the extra $10 and get the actual editions that I want, which I love that for myself. And then last but certainly not least is the Pacific Prep series, also by R.A. Smith. I saw this one listed on Pango or Mercari, one of those two. And this is the complete series, so it's the entire series in one. And I had to pick it up. I couldn't bypass it. It was one of a few that were actually listed too, and this one was really, really affordable. And it was a lot cheaper than, because a lot of times on Mercari specifically, because I always check both. I always check both apps when I'm looking for the cheapest option. And so on Mercari, it will sometimes show you listings of the same books, but they already previously sold. And so that's how you can tell if you're getting a good deal on a book too. Again, I will do a separate video on this. But This one was much cheaper than even like the previous sold editions of this book. So I had to get it. That's the end of this book haul. Thank y'all for sticking around for part 2. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.